Creating content without knowing who you're talking to is like shouting into an empty room. If you are a social media manager or a business owner struggling to connect with your target audience, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a buyer persona, which is the secret ingredient for crafting content that actually converts. Hey there, my name is Omobalaji and I am the social media ogre. I have been a social media manager for 10 years now. Yes, a decade, and a coach with 10 years of experience. I have helped a lot of brands connect authentically with their target audience, and I'm helping people start careers as social media managers. In this video, I will walk you through everything you need to know about buyer personas, what they are, why they matter, and how to create one step by step. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of what a buyer persona is, why every brand needs one, the buyer's journey and buying roles, and I will even share a detailed template and examples with you that you can use right away. If you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want more content creation and social media management and strategy tips. What exactly is a buyer persona? A buyer persona is a semi-fictional representation of your ideal target audience or your ideal customer based on research and real data about your existing audience. Think of it as creating a profile for the people that you're talking to when you're creating your social media content. And why exactly is creating a buyer persona important? Without a buyer persona, you are essentially guessing what your audience wants. You're not sure of what it is that they actually want. But when you have a detailed profile, you can always tailor your content, tailor your messaging, and even your product offerings to actually match what their specific needs are. Let's talk about the key elements of a buyer persona. When you're creating a buyer persona, you typically include information like the demographics. When I say demographics, I mean their age, their gender, their location, education level, and their job title. You also want to talk about their goals and pain points. What do they actually want to achieve, and what challenges are they facing? This will help you determine what type of content you're going to create for this target audience. You also want to understand what their buying behaviors, how do they make purchasing decisions. If you don't know how they make purchasing decisions, you'll just be creating content that will actually not influence them to purchase anything. So when you understand how they make purchasing decisions, it helps you create content that will relate to them, and also helps you create content that will make them want to buy your products or buy into your services. Another key element of your buyer persona is the interest and the hobbies. What do they care about outside their work? Because your buyer persona, some of them might be working, some of them might not be working. So you need to know what their interests and hobbies are to be able to create content around those interests and hobbies that will make them want to buy into your product, want to engage with your content, and want to buy into your services. Also, you want to know what their preferred social media platforms and content types are. Where do they hang out online? What type of content do they actually engage with or resonate with? This will help you nail down the platforms where your target audience is spending time on, and the type of content types that you should be creating, because your target audience would engage with those content because they actually resonate with it. Now you must be wondering, why exactly am I creating a buyer persona as a social media manager? Why do social media managers need buyer personas, or why do social media managers need to create buyer personas? Why is this so important for me? Here's why. Number one, targeted content creation. Buyer personas help you create content that actually speaks directly to their audience needs. If you're managing for a brand, or you're managing for a business, or you're managing for a particular platform, if you're not practicing targeted content creation, you're literally speaking to everybody, and speaking to everybody is speaking to no one. You need to practice targeted content creation. Buyer personas help you create content that actually speaks directly to the audience needs and desires of the brand that you're managing, rather than just creating generic posts that actually gets lost in the noise trying to speak to everybody. Once you create a buyer persona, you are practicing targeted content creation that actually lands right in the faces of the people that will actually resonate and relate with that content. Number 2, better engagement. When your content actually resonates with your audience, they are more likely to actually engage, whether they are liking that post or they are sharing the post. You get better engagement when you actually create content for the targeted audience. From experience, I've noticed that when I create for everybody, my posts don't do well. But when I create for my buyer persona, when I create like I am talking to one person, my posts actually do well and even go viral. I have a video on TikTok right now that is blowing up, actually 2 videos, and this video has brought over 9,000 followers to my TikTok account in the space of 2 weeks because I created like I am speaking to one person. Number 3, effective strategy. When you know your audience pain points and their goals, it helps you create more effective campaigns that actually drive results. You're not just creating campaigns for creating sake. You as a social media manager can tell your clients that, I'm sorry, this campaign would not fly. Let's do it this way, because you know what the audience pain points are. You know what their goals are. This helps you to fine-tune your strategy and makes the strategy more effective and makes sure that your campaigns are actually reaching and eating the goals and targets and the pain points of your target audience. And number 4, personalized messaging. When you create buyer personas, they help you craft personalized messages that make your audience feel seen and understood. Most times when I create a post, people will be like, oh my God, Balaji, were you in my head? Balaji, were you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you sitting in a room? Do you have a camera? No, I have created a buyer persona of who my ideal target audience is, and it makes it possible for me to actually create content that actually resonates with that person. Personalized messages makes your audience feel seen and makes them feel understood. Makes you create content that makes them feel seen. You'll be like, oh my God, I was thinking about this just now, and you created that post. Now, to truly understand your audience, you need to understand what the buyer's journey is. For most of you, most social media managers, I'm sure you're hearing buyer's journeys for the very first time. I can tell you the first time I heard about buyer's journey was in my master's degree, and I've been creating avatars a whole lot, but I haven't been creating it the way I should actually create it. When you understand what the buyer's journey is, you understand what influences them, who is making the decisions, what influences their decisions, you would be creating content that actually makes them want to buy. Yeah. Now, the buyer's journey is the process that your customers go through, or that your target audience go through, from the moment they realize they have a problem to when they actually purchase a solution, which is either your service or your product. There are 3 stages of a buyer's journey. The first one is the awareness stage. Now, here, the customer realizes that they have a problem. The awareness stage is where they are aware that, oh my God, I have a problem, and they are looking for information to better understand the issue. Your job as a social media manager or the brand or the business owner is to create educational content that actually brings them into your funnel. My job, I've realized that a lot of social media managers don't know how to create buyer persona. My job as the social media manager mentor is to create a video that actually explains what a buyer persona is and bring you into the funnel of where you get a template or where you get a PDF that helps you understand exactly what a buyer persona is. Now, for example, you create content like blog posts, you create YouTube videos, you create social media carousels, or maybe Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn. You create tweet threads. Those are the kind of posts you create to make them aware that, oh, I have a problem. The second stage is the consideration stage. Now, the customers know that they have a problem and they are exploring the different solutions that actually exist to them. This is your chance to actually show them why your product or the services that you're offering is the best option. And this is where you start creating content like product comparison. If you sell products, you want to show testimonials of people that have bought products from you or maybe purchased your services. You want to create detailed guides. This is where you want to show off how you can help them solve that problem. The third stage is the decision stage. Now, they've narrowed down their options and they are now ready to make a decision. At this stage, your content should actually push them to buy. The type of content you are posting in this period should be offers, case studies, and demo videos. What offers do you have? Do you have consultation sessions that can help them figure out what their problem is, walk them through the entire process from beginning to the end? Do you have products? Do you have demonstration videos, demo videos? That's what it's called, demonstration videos, that shows them how to use a particular product. You also want to create case studies or showcase case studies. As a social media manager, once people discover that, I need a social media manager, your case studies are the people that you've worked with before, things that you've achieved, the results that you've achieved in your portfolio. Those are the case studies that you need to put and show them that, yes, I'm a social media manager that can handle your account and help you reach your promised land and get those desired goals that you want to eat. Let's talk about understanding buying roles. Another key element in creating effective buyer personas is actually understanding the roles that people play in the buying process. Now, there are usually 6 buying roles. Number 1, we have the initiator. This person is the first person that actually suggests the purchase. Now, the initiator might also be someone else. Maybe they're talking to a friend or something like that. That's why when you are creating your buyer personas, you're creating your buyer personas like you're talking to different people. And most times I advise businesses, social media managers, anybody who cares to listen, and anybody that is creating a buyer persona, that you need to have at least 3 different buyer persona that actually touches 3 different segments of your target audience. The next one is the influencer. Now, this is somebody that provides recommendations or opinions. Most creators, most influencers or social media right now influence people to actually make a purchase of a product or a service because they provide recommendations and opinions of things they've tested, of services they've tested, of or gone through, or processes they've gone through to their target audience. We also have the decision maker. Now, this is the person that makes the final decision purchase. The initiator might also be the decision maker, and the influencer can also be the decision maker. Anybody can actually be the decision maker. This is the person that makes the decision to make the final purchase. I'm going to give you an example of a family unit. Now we have the father, the mother, and maybe 2 kids. The initiator can be the kid. Maybe the kid wants a Lego set for Christmas. The kid wants a Lego set for Christmas. We'll tell the mom. The mom will influence the dad, and the dad is the one that is going to make the key decision to actually get the Lego set for the child. Comes to the next one, which is the buyer. The buyer is the one that actually completes the transaction. The decision maker might not be the one that actually buys the product, but the decision maker influences the buyer's process. Without the decision maker coming to a decision, there won't be any buyer. Like if a decision is unsettled, for example, there won't be any buyer. And one person can be the initiator, the influencer, the decision maker, and also the buyer. Somebody like me, for example, I am mostly the initiator, the influencer, the decision maker, and also mostly the buyer. The buyer is the person that actually completes the transaction. The user is the person that uses the product or the services. Like I said, the kid wants a Lego set. The father is not the one that's going to play with the Lego set. The mother is not the one that's going to play with the Lego set. The kid is the one that will actually play with the Lego set. I'm sure you must be confused at this point, but don't worry. When we get to the part where I show you the examples, you will understand what it is I'm actually saying. We also have the gatekeeper, somebody who controls access to the information or decision makers. Gatekeepers are mostly social media platforms. Yeah, they're the ones that gatekeep. The algorithms are mostly like the gatekeepers, somebody that controls access to all this information. Blog sites, YouTubes, and everything, they are mostly in control, and they are the gatekeepers. When you're creating content, you want to create content that actually resonates with your target audience so that these gatekeepers, the algorithm, the social media platforms can actually push it to your target audience. When you know these roles, it helps you craft messaging that actually speaks to each person in the decision-making process. Let's bring everything that I have discussed to life. I will walk you through buyer personas that I have created so you can see how to put them into practice. I created a guide, and it is called The Ultimate Guide to Creating a Buyer Persona, and this is one of the guides in, is it a 7 or 6 template in my new ebook called The Case Study Playbook for Social Media Managers. And in this playbook, we're going to have things like content strategy, portfolio, and Instagram Instagram strategy template, LinkedIn strategy template, TikTok strategy template, analytics report also, that you can actually plug and play and also create yours. It's currently on pre-order for $30. So if you want to pre-order this playbook, you can actually check it out. But if you just want the template alone, you don't want the entire playbook, I'm just going to link one page of the template. I'm going to link the Canva template in the description also for just the page. But if you want the entire playbook, I'm going to be talking about it a lot this month of February, because we're going to be doing a lot of how-to videos, and I'm going to be showing you guys so much more when it comes to like creating things like content strategy, analytics report, and so on and so forth. And also there's the new portfolio video. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and I'm also going to show you the examples and show you exactly why you should get it. This is the ultimate guide to creating a buyer persona, and it has a table of content, which is, the first one is understanding the buyer's role, the second one is the buyer's journey, the third one is persona 1, persona 2, persona 3, why this persona was chosen, then the blank template for anyone who gets this guide, and the discovery call questions. This page is understanding the buyer's role. I've explained most of them, but this is basically what I have explained in the first part of this video. I'm not going to go into it again. The second one is also the buyer's journey. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit here. I talked about the post-purchase stage. After the post-purchase, the buyer also reflects on their decision and experience with the product or service. This stage is very vital for fostering customer satisfaction and also customer loyalty, as positive experiences can actually lead to repeat businesses and also referrals. The post-purchase stage is actually very, very vital, but it's not common in the buyer's journey. There's like so much more. You should just be very aware of the awareness stage, the consideration stage, and the decision stage. This is what I am going to talk about when it comes to the buyer persona, and this is the first thing I want to talk about. Now, Jessica is a 20-year-old female, and when I'm saying Jessica, this is just basically me. Like, I created buyer persona based on skincare. I'm so obsessed with skincare. I rarely wear makeup. Most times, most of the examples you see me do is skincare, because I've done a lot of research into the skincare industry. For your buyer persona, you want to have things like age, gender, location, and occupation. That's like the demographics. Jessica is 28 years old. She's a female. She lives in Lagos, Nigeria. She's a marketing executive at a tech startup. Now, I did a brief description of Jessica. Jessica is a busy marketing executive that values skincare and adopts a science-based routine despite her hectic schedule. She also prioritizes self-care and seeks effective products for a combination acne-prone skin. She's tech-savvy and socially conscious, and she prefers transparent brands that prioritize skin health above trends. Jessica is me because I am all about that. I also wanted to list out the personal characteristics of Jessica. She's analytical and well detailed. She's highly aware of ingredient labels. I always read ingredient labels. And she prefers non-toxic, dermatologist approved formulations. Now, anybody that is creating content for Jessica knows these things, and you want to be talking about posts, like you want to be creating posts that talks about the ingredients, the chemical combinations, is it good for acne prone skin, is it good for combination skins. You want to create content about Jessica's combination skin to actually resonate with Jessica. Also, goals: Jessica wants to maintain clear glowing skin. She wants to find sustainable multi-purpose skincare products, and she wants to reduce hormonal acne breakouts. This will help you actually know the type of content you want to create. Jessica's hobbies and interests: DIY face masks, content creation on Instagram about her skincare journey, attending skincare and wellness events. Her challenges are navigating misinformation in the skincare community, balancing work and self-care routines. She's looking for skincare routines that are not 20 steps, something straight to the point yet effective. Finding affordable, effective products in the Nigerian market. And her sources of information are Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. She has a skincare addiction to Reddit, because Reddit is it's a very different kind of platform. That's all I have to say. Content preferences: she prefers reviews. She likes seeing before and after testimonials, and she loves ingredient breakdowns. A lot of brands are now doing ingredient breakdowns. There's this brand I buy from, Skincare Copied. This is not a sponsored post for them, but I love the way they break down their ingredients ingredients. You want to actually look into that. Also, buying role. Jessica is the primary decision maker. She actively researches products and reviews before making purchase decisions. Yesterday I went to test skincare. I went to do the skin test patch, and there was one I tried on my hand. It was actually stinging my hand, but I actually went for the one that was mild. I'm currently wearing it on my face right now. She's the primary decision maker. That's why I say Jessica is me. I am Jessica. Now, Jessica's buyer's journey includes 3 stages, which is awareness stage. She notices skincare issues triggered by stress, hormonal changes, or environmental factors. Consideration, she researches online, watches YouTube reviews, and reads dermatology blogs for solution. Decision, she purchases products based on ingredient transparency, dermatologist recommendation, and also user testimonials. And needs, there was no space for me to put in needs, so I had to put it somewhere. She needs gentle, effective products that actually addresses acne without compromising hydration. She needs skincare guides and routine suggestions, and she also needs access to dermatologists or product specialists. That's Jessica. The next one is Brandon. Now, when you're creating a buyer persona, like I said, create at least 3. I have Brandon and I also have Anita. Brandon is a fitness trainer, a content creator. His buying role is influencer and advocate, and he often shares his product recommendation with his audience. You need to also think of getting an influencer in your buyer's journey because they do publicity for free with your product. If your product is that good, they have a large amount of audience and they do products for free. So you want to also be creating for people like that. And his buyer's journey is different from Jessica. You want to make sure that your target audience or the buyer persona you're creating for your target audience has a different journey from the first one you've created. You want to hit all the right spots. Now, Anita is a mom. She's an HR manager at a multinational company, and she's also a mom. She's a full-time mother and a full-time HR manager. Buying role is she's a practical decision maker. She's not just a decision maker, all about practicality because she's a mom. She doesn't have time for things that are not very clear to her. She's more about practicality, and she often trusts recommendations from friends and professionals. If I am a skincare social media manager for a skincare brand, I am creating practicality to address Jessica's buyer persona. And a buyer's journey is also kind of different. She's always seeking time-saving routines, which is kind of relating to what Jessica is doing, but different from exactly what Brandon wants. You can see an example of this particular buyer persona I created relating to a skincare brand. I created a conclusion that actually explains why this person is. Because when you're creating a strategy for your clients or you're creating a strategy for the brands you work with, you want to explain why you chose the buyer persona. Jessica represents young professionals that prioritize effective evidence-backed products due to their busy lifestyle and exposures to environmental stressors. And this avatar is essential because it mirrors like a market segment that values quality and demands transparency and scientific credibility from healthcare brands. Now, branding embodies a niche audience that actually blends fitness with personal care, seeking practical and effective products. This avatar was chosen because it demonstrates how active lifestyles influence skincare routine, thereby allowing healthcare brands to tailor solutions that cater to the demands of sweaty workouts and the need for quick, reliable routines. When you're creating your buyer persona, you want to explain why you chose the buyer persona. And then I created like a template for anybody that will be getting the playbook. If you're pre-ordering the playbook, which should be available by end of February. If you're pre-ordering the playbook right now, you're getting access to this. I'm going to be showing you the other things included in the playbook before the end of this month. So make sure to check the link in the description below to actually pre-order this playbook. Now, you also have discovery questions. I'm sure you're wondering, oh my goodness, how do I actually get this? Do I just create it from the thin air, or do I just make it up and everything? These are some questions that will help you, that you need to ask your clients. You don't need to ask all of these questions because it is too much. I think I did in total 15 questions. It's because it's actually quite a lot. You want to pick the ones that help you address those pain points in this template. You can pick, what's your ideal customer? Could you describe their age range, gender, what their locations and everything, primary challenges, their goals and outcomes. These ones are these first 5. Then you pick between these ones and then you make up the rest. But if you are a new social media manager, you don't have a client yet, you can create a buyer persona case study. People know that you actually understand what it is to create a strategy. And that is it. These are the things that I need you to note when you're creating your buyer persona. You want to gather data, talk to your clients, survey their audience, and also look at the analytics to actually understand who engages with their content. You want to also identify key patterns. Look for common themes in their demographics, the challenges, and also the goals. Then create your personal profile. You want to fill out the template with detailed information, including demographics, their buying behavior, and also their social media preference. Those are very important. Then you want to validate and update. Buyer personas aren't set in stone. Buyer personas can change. Update them as your clients' audiences actually evolve. I've come to the end of today's video. If this video was very helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with other social media managers who actually need this information. Also, make sure to check the description box for the link to pre-order this buyer persona template. From if you're watching it in February, it's to pre-order, but if you're watching it in March, the template is already live and the link has been updated, and you can easily access the buyer persona template amongst other templates. Remember, the better you understand your audience, the better your content will perform. So take your time to actually create these buyer personas. Trust me, it is worth it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.